Right, number 18. If a white birch tree and a pin oak tree each now have a diameter of 1 foot, which of following will be the closest in difference in inches of their diameters 10 years from now? All right. So they're both 1 foot. That's what we begin with, which is 12 inches. Right. So and we want to figure out after 10 years what's the difference in the diameter. Okay. So pretty much we had to figure out for each tree what will be the increase in diameter, right? In 10 years, right? So you want to calculate that. So if you go back again to the background information here, I already talked about this in question 16. So the formula that they told us here, the H is equal to the diameter times the growth factor. Okay, so pretty much if we rearrange this a little bit, okay, so we know H is diameter times the growth factor. So if you want to figure out the change in diameter, we have to divide it by GF, right? If you want to get D by itself, divide by the growth factor. Okay, so the diameter tree should be the H divided by the growth factor. Okay, GF represent growth factor. So what we can do is we know both tree is gonna grow for 10 years, right? So that would be like the H, that's the amount of time that we have. Right. And then because they had different growth factors, so the diameter that they will have will be a little bit different. Okay, so what we can do is we can solve for the diameter that each tree will have in 10 years, right, using the growth factor. So first, if we do white birch, white birch tree, well, what's the growth factor for white birch? White birch is at 5.0. Okay, 5.0. So growth factor is 5.0. So what we can do is to solve for diameter, we'll take the H, which is 10, and in 10 years, the growth factor is 5. So we can divide it. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So that means in 10 years, a white birch tree will grow, diameter will increase by 2 inches. Right? Will grow by 2 inches. And then we have the pin oak. The growth factor for a pin oak is right here at 3.0. Okay, so let's put it down here again. So growth factor is 3.0 for pin oak. To solve for the diameter will be 10 divided by 3, which is 3.333 repeating that many inches. All right. So we want to calculate the difference for both trees, between the two trees. And they started with a diameter 1 foot, which is 12 inches. So we could add 12 to each one, right? And that'll be 14 here, and we add 12 here. It's 15.333, and then subtract. So it'd be to find the difference, we'll just subtract the two. Okay, or we can just subtract the two. Subtract 3.33 minus 2. That will be the same answer because they started with the same diameter, right? So the 12, the plus 12 here is actually, that doesn't matter since it's the same number. Okay, but let's just go and add 12 for each one, and then we can subtract to find the difference. Okay, 15.333 minus 14 is gonna be 1.333. Okay, so the closest answer had to be letter C for question 18.